and welcome to the first episode of The Little Give. My name is Cindy Witteman, and I'm your show host. I'm the founder and CEO of a local nonprofit here in San Antonio, Texas. Our focus is on giving away cars to single parents in need. The Little Give is going to be all about showcasing individuals from around the world who are ordinary people doing extraordinary things to help others. Our other mission is to show that even a little give can make a big impact. I hope you enjoy the show.
Hi, my name is Justin Clark, and I'm the president of the board of directors for Driving Single Parents, a 501c3 nonprofit serving the citizens of San Antonio and Bexar County, Texas. I'm here today to tell you a little bit about the great work that our organization is doing for the citizens of San Antonio. What you're about to see is just a few photos and videos of the way that we're changing lives for single parents in and around San Antonio, Texas. Our first giveaway took place in April of 2017, just one short month after the formation of our organization. John, a Bexar County resident, was the victim of a horrible drunk driver incident. He and his daughter survived the crash, and we were so proud to give our first car to this deserving family. Fast forward to 2020, a very difficult year for nonprofits. We were able to secure 4 vehicles for single parents in need. Our organization, including our board of directors, list of partners, and portfolio of people we've been able to help in San Antonio, continues to grow, and it's all thanks to donors and local community organizations that have helped us along the way. This giveaway took place in 2021 and shows that we continue to help single parents even after the struggles brought about by COVID-19. Because of limited funds and the overwhelming need, we at Driving Single Parents are incredibly selective with the people we help. Some are victims of domestic violence. Others had a spouse pass away tragically or otherwise fell on hard times. These single parents show adversity in the face of challenge and aren't looking for a handout. We offer a hand up and help get them back in the driver's seat. Many of the single parents we help go on to graduate college, get promotions, get married, mentor others, and some have even been so touched by the gift we gave them that they have decided to join our board of directors to pay it forward and ensure the continued growth of our organization. If you would like to help our organization continue to grow and continue to help single parents in need in San Antonio, Texas, and Bexar County, Texas, we would really appreciate your support. Please visit us online at www.drivingsingleparents.org. Thank you.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Little Give. Today, our guests are incredible. I can't wait for you to meet them. Hi, girls. Tell us what you guys are all about and where you're from.
Hi, my name's Hadlyn and Haylen Benton.
Hi, my name's Hadley Benton.
And my name's Heather, and I'm their mom. And we're in Tampa, Florida.
Well, welcome to the show, and thank you so much for coming and joining me today.
Well, thanks for having us. We're so excited to be able to talk to you about these themes.
Of course. Well, who would like to go first and tell us what they're all about?
Oh, she put you on the spot. All right, tell them about your recent thing, and then we'll work backwards.
So my most recent thing.
Why don't you tell them how old you are and a little bit about yourself?
So I'm Haylen. I am 12 years old, and so I love to do acting, and I love to write books. I'm recently actually in a show, The Sound of Music.
Wow, that's awesome.
And so my book just came out, Samantha Plankgun, The Journey Ahead.
Whoa, that's incredible. Did you write it yourself?
Yep, this is my first solo book.
That's incredible. So what was it like to write your very first book all by yourself?
It was very fun, although it's more fun with someone, with you. It was really fun. I got to start to brainstorm on myself. It's not like I'm like, okay, I get to have an idea, me and with my sister. I in this book, I would have to think, have all my ideas.
So the book is about, why don't you tell me what the book is about?
So the book is about this girl who is 12 years old named Samantha, and she has been 12 for over 200 years. She has to find the Hope Diamond and join it with the Hope Ruby. And when she does that, she can finally break the curse.
Oh, wow. It sounds like you have quite the imagination. What made you want to write a book?
Well, it all started whenever we saw that our mom was publishing and writing her books. And so it inspired me and Hadley to write our first book, Spotty the Curious Giraffe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool.
So we went up to her and we're asking, hey, is it okay if maybe we could try and publish a book? And so she thought that it was a wonderful idea. And so we worked on the book, and then we published it.
Mm-hmm.
And
that was in June this past year. It came out, and they went international bestseller, full categories, and that was fun. But he really had this other story, and she wanted to do a project on her own and see how that worked out. So Samantha Plankgun came out digital on February 7th and actually drops tomorrow, February 21st, for the paperback. So we're really excited about that. So probably by the time this airs, it will be available paperback. All of them are available on our website, A New Day for Kids, that we built for them. That is their website. You can see all the stuff that they do, kind of the history of them. You can get the books there. You can see what charities they donate to. And we're also going to be updating that website soon to have some other fun games and interactive stuff for kids to do with them to get to know them better. And so tell them a little bit about why Samantha Plankgun is not only a fictional, but it's a historical fictional.
Well, I love to read books that are fictional and are historic. And so I thought, why not have a book that has both? So I thought of Samantha Plankgun, sci-fi and historical.
Wow, that's amazing. So Heather, what did you say when the girls came in there and said, hey, I want to write a book? You did, and we think we can too.
First I was surprised, but then I thought, well, if this is something you want to do, why should I limit you? If that's what you think you want to do, we can give it a try and see what happens. So it was kind of important to them, a couple things. They wanted kids to understand that they can do what they want to do. If it's something they want to go after, just to go after it. And so that was one of the reasons we wanted to be an example to other kids, that if they had something, not just writing books, but anything that they wanted to do, that they could be an example that you could go after those type of things. And then it was also important to them to give back. So they picked out themselves what charities they wanted to give a portion of their books to. And so I was really proud of them for that. I was proud that they wanted to inspire others, motivate others, and really give back to their communities at the same time.
So first you wanted to write a book, which is incredible for someone your age. At 12 years old to be an author is already outstanding. But something about you made you want to go above and beyond and give back. What brought you to that point?
Well, I've always, for my whole entire life, always wanted to give back to people. I just love to give people, not just to get something in return, just to give them. And good deeds, like I've always wanted to do something big and give something to people in need.
Yeah, when you do something for others without expecting anything in return, it's very rewarding. I completely agree.
It's funny because when we published Spotty the Curious Giraffe, this was just a summer project. They put this little book together. They did all of the drawings and all of the writing. And when we turned it in, it was really cool to see, them take these drawings to Illustrator and just cartoon them, but they were still their drawings, It was still their vision. And then when we did that, we had no idea that Hadley, because she was only 6, she still is only 6. She was 6 at the time. When we put it in, they went international bestseller. They made her the youngest international bestseller ever, and we just were shocked. We weren't even going after titles or thinking something like that would happen, and it just did. and it was important for them with Spotty to give back to animals. So they chose, why don't you tell them the two charities you guys chose for Spotty the Curious Giraffe?
So we chose World Wildlife Federation and Zoo Tampa.
Are you going to talk tonight, or are you just going to be shy?
So the other one is Zoo Tampa.
Wow, that is so incredible. That's so awesome that you're giving back. It's inspiring. So why don't you tell us how much you've changed since the day you had the idea to start writing to now, and what you've learned?
I've learned how from one little thing, like one little paragraph, can turn to this whole entire big, ginormous, big book series. And that you have to
deadlines.
Yes.
Deadlines are a real theme. We've learned how to block our time, so we make sure we meet our deadlines.
Yes.
And I think just really storyboarding an entire process like this. Them working with the editors and working with the illustrators, and them really coming to them, and even as children, because they are the authors and they are the illustrators, still giving them the freedom to make decisions. How do you want your book to be, and them just understanding that I think that really helped them realize they do have a voice, even though they're kids, because these adults who are professionals are coming to them and saying, okay, this is what we see. What do you see? Are we meeting, and giving your vision? Is this what you want? And so them being able to realize they have that creative freedom and how it gets applied, and kind of get to see how the real world works when it comes to, business and creation and things like that.
So would you girls say that it was exactly what you expected? Was it easier, or was it more difficult to write these books than you thought it would be?
Easier.
You thought it was easier? Okay, what did you think?
It was kind of in between. It was pretty easy, to be honest. But there was parts where it was a bit challenging.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Haylen had some moments with Samantha Plankgun, because that is a chapter book. Spotty was designed to be a early reader read, a fun read, an easy read that can kind of teach along the way. And they're homeschooled, so it was important to them to be able to use the book as a tool, because we often use our books as tools. So with Spotty, there's a little glossary in the back that goes over terms that kids may not know, or facts they may not know in the book, to help them revisit and learn that. And with Samantha Plankgun, she had to do a lot of research to find interesting people in history that Samantha could interact with, as it was important to her to have that historical part to it. And then there was a couple times she had writer's block, and she had to work through it, and deadlines got pushed back because that writer's block was there. But then learning that it wasn't the end of the world, she still could figure it out, and not getting discouraged or distracted by that. So definitely some good tools were learned.
So whenever you had writer's block, what were some of the tools you used to get yourself out of that?
Well, I play piano, so whenever I'm starting to have writer's block, I just go sit at the piano and just start playing a song. And sometimes I would just sit there for 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. I would just sit there and just play. And other times I would just, just sit down, relax, maybe even read a book.
Wow, isn't it interesting how you thought of that? Like, this is what I'm experiencing right now, and I'm trying to find ways to get through it. And you thought of all of the coping mechanisms that help you feel better. That is so awesome that you were able to get that all out and out of your mind in order to be able to complete your task. That is so awesome, especially at your age. That's really, really cool. Well, Heather, why don't you tell us about you? I know you have a lot of other things going on too. You've got business, you've got a podcast, you've got great projects you're working on. So why don't you tell us a little bit about you?
I have a financial education and services business. And then I'm also a partner with She Raised Studios, and which helps women feel empowered and led and supported through lots of different ways, because we're a multimedia company. And then I also homeschool them and get them to all their 1,000 practices they have, and help them decide they want to write books. And, our days are very full. And that's okay. That's the way we like it. It works for us. Just making sure that we're paying. Today was a Sunday for us, but we spent it getting ready for book launch tomorrow. So.
Well, Heather, it's very clear to me that because of your phenomenal parenting, that these girls are so incredible. They are so blessed to have a mom like you that's there to support them and show them that it is okay to step outside the boundaries and do something different and put your mind to something and make it work. And it's very awesome that these girls feel so empowered with a mom like you who works so hard and does so many different things, and show them that despite anything and everything that you have going, that you're willing to stop and help them follow their dreams as well. That is really speaks volumes about you and your love for them. Well, I hear that you might have a new project that you're working on. Do you want to share with our audience what that is?
So me and Hadley are going to have a TV show called Why Wait, Be Amazing.
I love that title. Tell us more.
So what are you going to do on the show?
On the show, we will interview kids like us who have reached their dreams, who have finally,
or at least going after them.
Yes, going after them, and ask them how they came up with the idea of their dream, how they reached it or are reaching it.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Wow, that's going to be such a cool show. I can't wait to tune in. When is it going to launch?
We're hoping to launch May.
Wow, so in May. So what gave you the idea for this show? Was it your own personal experiences?
A thing that's always come to me is, why should we wait? Why should we wait when we're older? Why should we wait till we finish college or we've gotten degrees? Why do we have to wait? We can do it now.
Yes, absolutely. And you should share that message. And I'm so grateful that you've chosen this platform to share this with our audience, to show other kids and people that you really can do anything you put your mind to. If a 6-year-old and a 12-year-old can go out and become best-selling authors, like you can too. Like, you girls are incredible and inspirational. And I know that everything that you've done has taken so much work and so much effort and so much of your time. But you've done it and you've gotten there, and you are proof that other people can too. And so I think your message is incredibly inspiring, and I really think that people will get a lot from you sharing it. So why don't you tell our audience a little give that they can do that would be helping others in their community?
So for every book that you buy, 10% will go to charities.
Nope, that's one little give. You could definitely buy a book, and we would be giving money to charity. So with Samantha Plankgun, like you have up there now, chattergirls.net, helps girls with self-esteem and motivates them and empowers them to know their self-worth. And so we'll be sponsoring girls through that program whose families maybe can't afford the program, but our donations will help sponsor them through that. Another one that they give to through Samantha Plankgun is the Art for Kids. And so Art for Kids is a program that helps kids that are in the hospital, either suffering from cancer or some other disease, and that gives them some art therapy to help cope with their day. And then if you buy Spotty the Curious Giraffe, you will be giving portions to Zoo Tampa and the WWF. That's the World Wildlife Federation. But what's another example, even outside of the books, what's something that they can do within their communities or maybe at times to help out? Volunteer hours?
You could help volunteer. You can go to your local food bank or your local charities and go volunteer and help people, because even if you don't get something back, it will still feel very good to do something for someone.
Yep. So even if you don't have money, donate your time. So we've always done that in the past too. If you don't have money, that's fine. You can donate your time.
Wow, those are all incredible ways to give back. I'm so grateful that you said volunteer your time, because people often believe that they have to give a big monetary donation to make a difference. And that isn't true. There are so many things you can do. Like you said, volunteer your time. You can do all kinds of little things. Donate a few dollars here and there. There are so many things that are just little gives on our end that are big gives and make a big impact to the person on the other end. So I am so inspired by you girls, and I'm so grateful that y'all came on today to talk with us and share your stories. And I really look forward to seeing where this life takes you. Thank you so much for joining us, girls.
Okay, bye.
Hi, my name is Andrew Fraley, and I believe that sometimes we all need a little bit of help. If you're in the San Antonio community and you need some legal help, call me at 210-725-4658.
Thank you so much for joining me for our very first episode of The Little Give. Our guests, Heather, Hadley, and Haylen, were incredible. It's hard to believe at just ages 6 and 12, you could become an international best-selling author. And not only that, those girls went on to give back. They've gone above and beyond and selected their own charities that they love to help others. To be so young and to be willing to take your own hard-earned money and donate to charities that you're passionate about is really inspiring. I am so excited to share with you all of the amazing guests that we're going to be having on this show. We have people from all around the world who are giving back in different ways, who are showing people that you can create your own nonprofit. You can do all kinds of things to help others in this world. There's a whole lot of good out there, and I'm so excited to share it with y'all. We'll also have our guests give y'all little tidbits on what you can do to give back and help others in little ways. They will be so inspiring to you as well, and I really look forward to this season being great. If you want to know more about the girls and what they're up to, you can find all their information on our website. And if you want to know more about us or you're interested in being a guest, you can also find that on our website at littlegive.com. Thank you all so much for watching and spending your evening with us. See you next time.